Hello, everyone, and happy Wednesday. So, I'm super excited today. I'm going to talk about incremental upgrades. So, this has been a topic that's just been really on my heart lately, and I've just been upgrading little by little parts of my life. And so, there's this quote from The Science of Getting Rich. It says, always have the best that can be had in that moment, and you'll continue to have better things. It is law. So, I don't know if you guys have experienced this. I've experienced it so much. Hey Jess, hey y'all, what's up? Where you calling from? Okay, so we're talking about upgrading your life, upgrading your lifestyle, upgrade what you believe is possible for yourself, start upgrading your habits, upgrading your friend circle, upgrading in general. Like let's up level. It's 2022. It is time. It is time. It is time. If there's ever time, it is time right now. Okay, so I want to just give a couple examples. So I was reading this book, We Should All Be Millionaires, and I do believe we should all be millionaires as well. It's by Rachel Rogers, and she was saying, really, I mean, you can be strategic with it, and a lot of times to wrap our head around things, it's good for us to be strategic and have it make sense. We don't really have to do things super logical and realistically, but it does help wrap your brain around what you want and making it happen. So little upgrades that I've done. Well, so a couple things. So my hair, I always get a Brazilian blowout, and I used to not. I used to just kind of cut my hair myself, trim it, and now I'm like, okay, once a year I'm gonna get a Brazilian blowout, and then I started doing twice a year. Now probably 3 times a year I do it, and I got these shoes. So if you guys are runners, you like to work out, so they're called Brooks shoes. So they're really really good running shoes. They're a little pricey, but I was like, you know what, I'm worth it. I have, these tennis shoes that I had for a very long time. And I'm like, man, if you think about if I get some real quality tennis shoes and they last me this long, it's worth it. So that was how I could wrap my head around it, even though you don't have to have a real logical reason to get the best. You just get the best because that's your lifestyle and that's how you live. And then what happened is, so it was this whole experience. I went into this, I forgot the store. It was like Roadrunner, I think it was called. And you get on this treadmill and they track your feet. So as they're tracking your feet, I just got this affirmation. It says, I take this moment to release anything I'm carrying that does not serve me. Quality of life. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I have these affirmations from the I Am app, and I absolutely love it. Just randomly, I get these words of affirmation, and it's beautiful. But yeah, so we're at my Roadrunner, running on this machine that's tracking my feet movement. So it's measuring my feet and where it needs pressure, where it doesn't. So it's just amazing. And they give you custom insoles. So I was like, yeah, we're upgrading. I want custom insoles for my new Brooks shoes. So that was definitely an upgrade for me. Oh my gosh, Kitty wants to come say hi. Hi, Kitty. Okay, we see you. All right, so move it along. Okay, so incremental upgrades, always having the best that can be had in that moment. And that being said, you should definitely go through your closet, go through your office, go through your space, and declutter, because that's an easy way to always have the best that can be had. You have a clean car, you have a clean office, you have a clean house. And speaking of clean houses, we just had our cleaner come this morning, and she was amazing. Like I always wanted to. So in the book, We Should All Be Millionaires, they say, you should get a cleaner and you should get someone to help you cook, or, a meal prep. So we've been getting a cleaner, and we really, thought about it. So how many hours was I spending cleaning every day? How many hours was my boyfriend spending cleaning every day? And, or, whatever he cleans. And so, so with our cleaning, it's like, man, if we take that time and put it towards other things that we love and that we know could be making us money, or just that are better life-giving activities for us, it's well worth it. So yeah, we've been having a cleaner. This was really inspired by that We Should All Be Millionaires book, and also the Science of Getting Rich book. So just having the best that can be had in that moment. And so it really made sense. And so that's what we did. So we usually always do date nights, but now we decided we're going to spend that extra money to meal prep instead. So we got prep boys to come and give us some meals, which has been so great, so I don't have to cook. Hi, everyone. Let me know who's here, where you're calling from. So I'm not spending that time cooking. I mean, I love cooking, so I do want to give it up all together and have every meal prepared. But yeah, that's been super helpful. No dishes, no cleaning in that sense. So just incremental upgrades. It's like you can do it. Like whatever you don't like to do, figure out a way that you can delegate it. And I also started working with a VA again. And I'm writing a book. So you guys might have heard me talk about. I'm writing a book called A to Z Happy. I'm so excited. It's going to be so amazing. Like this is really, it's like the joy of my heart to share the good news on how to be happy and live a joyous life. So I'm super excited. And so what my assistant's allowing me to do is what we're doing is every week we get together and she interviews me and I write my book that way. So I just go in Google Documents. You have to go on Chrome and I just click tools, voice recorder, and it lets me talk into Google Docs. And I'm writing my book that way. She interviews me, I talk, and the book's getting out, getting done. I'm like, thank you. It took me forever trying to write this book. But, I'm like, I don't have to write it. We got all this fancy technology that can help us. Let's utilize it and let's do it. Okay, so another couple things that I wanted to mention. Just a couple little upgrades. So there's this NARS foundation, which is supposed to be the best. I never even really went there because it's kind of expensive. But I just asked the lady. I was with my best friend Jessica shopping, and we're like, "Hey, what's the best foundation to get that's gonna match our skin?" She said NARS, so we went for it. We're like, let's get it. And then I saw that there was this Better Than Sex mascara. My friend was saying that is the best mascara, so I was like, all right, we're getting the best. So we got that one. It's amazing. I don't know if it's better than sex. I guess it depends on who you're having sex with. But it's up there. It's definitely up there. It is amazing. And what else? So those are the incremental upgrades that I wanted to talk about. So we're constantly upgrading in our areas that we can. So don't have to stress yourself out, go into a bunch of debt to have the best that can be had. Just have the best that can be had in that moment. And so that was really the big concept here. And there's another story. It was basically I have no idea where the origin of the story came from. But what happens is basically there's a guy, he's cutting his lawn, driving a tractor in a circle, just going the same path. And so then what he does is he goes 1% shift on his lawn, and then he's able to get, not right away, but just that 1% shift is making it so he can clean his whole lawn. So it's just doing little shifts at a time, and you'll get there. You don't have to try to do everything at once. Just, start small, start where you are, and just do these incremental upgrades. So that was the message for today. Upgrade, clean your space, have the best that can be had, deeply appreciate the things you do have, and you'll notice that more comes. So in the quote, in the Science of Getting Rich book, it says, always have the best that can be had, and you'll always have better things. It is a universal law. So it is law, that's it. So I've just loved it. Oh, and also me and my best friend were going to watch this fight because I joined a boxing membership, which I went to this base camp before, and I was like, oh, it's kind of expensive. I had a couple sessions a month, and then now I just love this Aloha Boxing in San Mateo that I go to, and I'm super excited to pay for the membership. It's like social hour. I know with my positive psychology certificate I got, it's like, bring two things like together. So it's like, okay, I love the social aspect and I love the boxing. So then it just makes for such a beautiful experience. And then, it's like you have to work out. So do something you love. And then, adding that social component, they always have the best music. Can you type the 2 book titles you mentioned? Yeah. Hey, Amber. What's up, girlfriend? I see you doing your thing. Okay, so the books. Okay, so there's actually 4 books that I want to recommend. But the 2 books I mentioned, first one, We Should All Be Millionaires by Rachel Rodgers. Amazing book. It just tells you how to really make the best use of your time and how it's totally possible that you can be a millionaire. And the next one is The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. Amazing book. And then this other book that talked about how you should declutter, get rid of anything torn, broken, ripped. I mean, we want to be super high vibes. Yeah, so one, Rachel Rodgers, We Shall Be Millionaires. The second one, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. Yes, it is such an amazing book. So yeah, this is just really all abundant. So a lot of us have blocks around money. So, I've been just wanting to read money, and yes, thank you for sharing that. So I've been reading a lot on money because I just have a lot of stories, a lot of past experiences that I've had to declutter, forgive, tell a new story around. So I've read a lot of books around money. So yeah, so We Should All Be Millionaires, Science of Getting Rich. Denise Duffield Thomas has this book, Get Rich, Lucky Bitch. So that's a really good book. And that talks a lot about having the best that can be had, but how to, do that in an incremental way. That's really awesome. So that's an amazing book. Another lady that I was going to mention was Amanda Francis. She calls herself the Money Queen, the Money Queen, and she's a self-made millionaire. She has a lot of digital courses, and she's pretty awesome. She has a book, Rich as Fuck. I never even guessed, but these are the books. It's supposed to just wake you up. You hear it, and you're like, okay, I heard that. So yeah, incremental upgrades. You guys, we all are worthy of an abundant life. We were created to have the whole entire kingdom. It's you need to remove the blocks that you put up And you're like, I didn't put any blocks up, but really everything is there for you if you really open up to receive it. You feel worthy of receiving it because you are so worthy, just as you are. You don't have to prove anybody, prove anything. Like just as you are enough. So that was the message for today. I love you all so much. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.